this new timeline that you're in right now feels the most magical I think you've ever experienced. And it's like your logical mind is trying to make sense of it, but it's not meant to, because this is not a logical timeline. This is like a spiritual, magical timeline where you start to expand within your conscious, within your gifts, within you. It's like you are expanding right now in a way that you've never been done before. It's like you've shifted timelines, you've jumped into new, fucking realities so many times, but it's like this one right now in specific is the most magical, because I think that you're tapping into a new side of you where you're allowing your gifts to kind of surface. It's like you've always been incredibly gifted, but I think that you're open to receiving your gifts in a new way, if that makes sense. It's almost like they're kind of surfacing in a way where you're not really suppressing them anymore. I feel like in the past you could have kind of like put them down just a little bit because maybe you felt like it was too much or it was too different or like nobody would understand it. But it's like, no, you were given these gifts for a reason to use them. And now that you're kind of open to this, they're surfacing because you're allowing them to. You're connecting to yourself in a new way, in a way that's like, you've learned so much through this time up until this point right now, that the lessons that you needed to learn throughout this period were actually like activation for these things to come up in the ways that they are right now. And you're being called to allow them to. Allow them to, because they're here for a reason. They're here to help you expand and elevate even more. Like the more you tap into your gifts, the more you're going to expand. And I think that you're allowing yourself to experience this side of you that you've never fully allowed to surface. And that's why this period feels so like magical, because you're accepting that it is. You're accepting the magic. And that's kind of was the whole point, was for you to get to a place where you're comfortable in what you've learned. You know yourself. You know you have these gifts. Now it's like 211 surfacing to see how you're going to use them, what you're going to do with them, how you're going to perceive them, how you're going to come across. It's almost like you're being given a chance to go even deeper into yourself because of this lens that you've gained through all of these lessons up until right now. Like this is you tapping into a whole new like realm of doing things. And I think that the way that you're viewing yourself is a lot different as well, because I think that you've suppressed these things. And I don't think you were suppressing them in a way of like, I don't want this. It was almost like not knowing what to do with them, or not knowing how to express them, or not knowing how to, like, just not knowing what to do with it, and just kind of like, acknowledging it, but being like, okay, I don't really know what this is. I'm just gonna do my thing. But like now they're like really like boiling over to the point that it's like, okay, I kind of need to acknowledge this. Like, what's going on? Like, there's something here. Like, you're at 311, you're acknowledging them. That's the difference, is you're actually acknowledging and wanting to do something about it, wanting to learn, wanting to experience and explore. And like, that's what this new territory of this timeline is. It's like exploration of this version of you. Like, you've come into this new timeline, you're grounding in this energy. Now it's time to explore. I don't know why I'm using my hands so much, guys. I don't know, I freaking do that all the time. But like, this is a time for you to get to know yourself in this new timeline. This new timeline is a whole new you. Now it's time to get to relearn and get to rediscover who this version of you is right now. You're constantly evolving. So appreciate this version of you you're at right now, because the shifts and fucking shit, this happens all the damn time. So appreciate where you're at now, because this version of you, it just feels like this is like the baby coming out of like the magic, the baby magical being. I don't know why I'm getting that. But allow them to surface and allow yourself to get to know them and to see what you can unlock within yourself, because I think this is a period where you've been given the keys. The doors are open. You've walked in. Now it's like looking around and being like, oh shit, I'm in here. Now go explore. Like, the doors are you. And I think that this new you is like ready to break free.